Hello everyone and welcome to Whisky Wednesday. Finally, unfortunately, the gentleman who left a comment on the Woodford wheated bourbon video, wheated whiskey, I kept calling it a wheated bourbon, it's a wheated whiskey. You sir, I promised you a review of this, I think 4, maybe 5 years ago, quite a long time ago. A lot has changed with it, so this review is for you and hopefully everyone else watching this too. I apologise for forgetting your name. This is Woodford Double Oak. I haven't physically seen this bottle since it used to be in a taller, thinner bottle with like a bronzy label, a bronze copper label. I wasn't expecting it to turn up looking like an upside down Mjolnir hammer thing, and it came in a box, which is pretty unusual for a bourbon. Just in general, they don't tend to come in boxes. But it is 43.2%, same as all the other ones, I believe. Yeah, 43.2. And the only real difference is that it has been finished in lightly charred, heavily toasted casks for their finishing period. I think it's like 6 to 8 months, I believe. So light char, bourbon casks are typically level 4. So to say light, I imagine it's maybe like a 2, possibly even a 3. It could be 1 level lower. And then heavy toast, so that's where the barrels are on the flame for just a few seconds, just to kind of bring out some of that coconutty caramel vanilla-ness. The colour is significantly darker to the regular Woodford, and it's the same mash bill as a standard Woodford too. That currently escapes me, but I'm sure we've talked about that before. But anyway, let's dive in, because this is a review 4 or 5 years in the making. And let's smell, let's taste, and let's talk about Woodford Double Oak. I challenge any of you whiskey drinkers out there to find a nose on any whiskey made anywhere in the world which is as decadent and dominant and just ridiculously luxurious as this. It is ladled with candy corn, caramel, coconut, old leather things, like the deepest kind of heaviest vanilla and all that toasted salted caramel stuff. Like clotted cream, fudge. There's no fruit notes in it. It's just dessert. All these rich dessert things. I suppose if you push me, I might say there's like a cherry note in it, like a Black Forest Gatto cherry note. But yeah, buttery, caramelly, toffee, vanilla. Coconut's a fruit, isn't it? Or is it a nut? Doesn't matter. So there's coconut in it, cherry. You kind of like want to spread this on something, like some sort of pastry, and you just feel it would make like one of the greatest desserts ever. But luckily it's a drink, which means we can get it a bit more accessibly. And it's got less sugar in it, which is always fun. But yeah, that is rich. That's like the definition of rich. I know Glendronach 18 is renowned for being that, but this is like a different level for me. Time to drink. Okay, so the rich stuff, that kind of gets spread to either side of your tongue, and then down the middle comes this peanutty, drying, again leathery stuff. I've used the word rancino in the past. It describes like that smell of old leather stuff. A lot of people associate it with stuff like blue cheese. That's not in there, but it's just those old leather things. And then that big caramelly, toffee, vanilla fudginess is like split to either side of your tongue, which is lovely because you get like a trifecta of what you want from bourbon. Big soft sweetness, very luxurious, peanutty, slightly drying down the middle, and then the oak follows through right at the end. And it just lingers around the tongue. There's almost like a cigar, not smoke, because I don't want to use that word because I think people will think it's got like a peaty note to it. It doesn't, but there's like the richness of cigar smoke, that fullness that it has. Wonderful. One more sip. Yeah, That gently drying, I've not smoked a lot of cigars in my life, but the ones I have had, that gentle dryness, that wisp of smoke. In this case, there's a lot of charring and toasting going on, so we can associate that with that. And then the rye and the oak really contrast the richness. It's a nice cut to make sure you're not kind of getting too hedonistic. Wonderful, truly, truly wonderful stuff. I forget how much I paid for this because I bought it about a month ago, and May was really expensive. We bought a lot of stuff. But I think it was like less than £50. I want to be very sure about that. I think it was like 46, 47 pounds, maybe a bit more. So it's below 50 quid, which is very good. That is an easy 9, a very easy 9. Affordable, relatively available in this new bottle shape. Super luxurious on the nose. This has been open again for about a month, so maybe that has helped it along. And then the contrast on the palate from rich and decadent to spicy and a little bit smoky and barrelly influenced and oak. Excellent, truly, truly excellent. Hats off to you, Woodford. Again, the rye, the wheat, the regular bourbon, the double oak. They just know what they're doing, very famously. But yeah, that's an easy 9 from me. We've finally reviewed it. We've not done all the Woodford range yet, but I will get there. So thank you all for watching. Woodford Double Oak, a solid 9 out of 10. This is Whiskey Wednesday. I'm Phil, and I'll see you all next week. Cheers.